That's about right. So bright. Let's start. Let's start. Maybe it's sweeter. No. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I tried a new coffee at Starbucks today, and it's like when you bite into a really sour apple, but it's not good for you like the apple is. And there's nothing written on mine, so I can't even tell you. It's a new flavor. It's supposed to be like apple caramel crisp, and I'm 2 for 2 for picking out bad coffees to this week. Good morning. Yeah, cold coffee. I like coffee any way you can give it, just espresso shot or hot coffee or whatever. But I wanted to try one of the new fall flavors. It was like apple crisp and caramel, and it's quite tart. But I refuse to give up on it because it's like a $4 drink. So I'm frugal like that. Mm. It doesn't really taste like it has a lot of sugar in it. The way it looks like they made it was espresso, a little bit of caramel. I don't know. It's pretty good. I think I'm a pretty good coffee connoisseur at this time because I like coffee pitch black. I like espresso. I like lattes pretty much every way, as long as it has some kind of coffee in it. Okay. Well, today it's like a sour apple. it's woo, it's a flavor. Um, Today I get to go. I'm going to with Patreon, and we're going to try to do part 2 of 3 for our Dunkin' bag. I'm really excited about doing that because today's the fun ish stuff. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I really like this glow in the dark bag. Um, so today we're doing like the backpack straps, we're doing the gusset and just the lining. So it's gonna be a nice and breezy project. And then tomorrow we put the back zipper in, put on our backpack straps and go from there. And I'm really excited to see everybody's bag and see how it goes. Good morning. Yeah, I really like this glow in the dark one. I have so many little things I need to do. Like I need to wrote out all the verbiage for the pattern, but I need to cut everything out and take pictures of all the steps to make it as good as I can, because the first people that are going to get it are people on Patreon. I'm hoping to have that given to you guys sometime next week. And then the Patreon, if you were on Patreon yesterday when I went live, I plan on filming that tutorial that we were talking about, that brief tutorial for alternate slip pocket. So I plan on doing that after Patreon. I have like a lot of little things to do. I have the cutout as you wish. I do have the material that I'm going to use for the outside of the bag. I'm going to use this very luxe velvety looking material because I don't know, this reminds me of Princess Buttercup's dress. So I have all that I need to get done. There's like a lot of little things I need to get done. I feel okay. I still have like a lot of mucus in my chest. Sorry, I know that's gross. I have a rasp to my voice still, and I get tired really easily. So I'm trying not to overdo anything, and it's really hard because my with me having an overactive imagination, I sometimes feel like I have to do things right then and there, when realistically I don't have to do it for a couple days or weeks or whatever. It's just I hate having the scales weighing more for me to do more than what I'm supposed to. So I have a lot of little things to do. It's just the execution of them. So I'm today gonna try to figure out. Somebody was telling me that I can do Canva for my for the pattern. I just gotta get the pictures. I have all the wording. I just need to put the pictures and put it in a pattern, and then give it to two friends so they can proofread it, grammar it, all that good stuff. So I have that, and then more cleaning. I did a really good job yesterday. Though. I was really very, very impressed. Um, I it just it came out pretty good. I thought I had a lot more to clean than I did. I think it is like when I'm pulling out fabrics to do bags, sometimes I'm not the best at putting things back to where they're originally from, so then it feels cluttered. And then once I start putting everything back, I realize my room is pretty clean. It's just that I was taking out too much. I feel better. I feel worlds better. I'm just really, really tired. Super, super tired. And that's it. I have like all these little things to do. I need to start like writing out in a journal with everything I'm going to sell, tag everything. I want to just be super fully prepared. It's crazy. There are already applications going on for like KatsuCon and C2E2, all these major conventions next year that I'm trying to fill out paperwork with. It's just like I feel like this week is nothing but filling out applications, and it's just a lot. But I did have some good mail. I had some happy mail yesterday. I got some happy mail from Sandra. If you're not aware, Sandra has double-sided tape that you can rip without cutting. Oop. She has 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, which I've been using a lot more lately. And she has vinyl tape that is 1/2 inch. So I put a link to her store and where you can get these. They're wrapped. They're like wrapped really pretty. I like the fact that you can rip them. I I like that, but I also like way wax where it's like you can't rip it. It's like you try to it'll stretch and that glue's very strong. It all just depends on your machine to see what your machine likes. Sometimes my machine acts a donkey too when I have like super strong, but I can't not have super strong. It feels weird, especially when I do appliques. I don't know. I know I have another thing. Oh, I got some other Happy Mail. This is from Suicide. She prints out a lot of her own, she prints out her own waterproof canvas, and I was curious. So she was showing me some, and I'm obsessed with anything that has like bubbles or any iridescent. But when I first touched this, I totally freaked out. It's if waterproof canvas and vinyl had a baby, this would be this material. I can't explain it. It's thicker than a waterproof canvas, but way thinner than thin vinyl. It has a lot of structure. I was trying to wrinkle it and everything yesterday, and it does really well. So she actually showed me how she was printing, and I thought it was the coolest thing. I never really get to see that many patterns and bags getting printed. So what she offers is kits like this. She offers the H2O, and like the prints are already printed on the pattern pieces, so you just have to cut around. There's no like interfacing, there's no measurements or anything like that. She has a square bottomed H2O packet, and this is really cute. It's like little mermaids. I mean, little unicorns. Ice candy corn. Yeah, unicorns. And I thought that was pretty cool, but I've never actually used her waterproof canvas before, so I'm really excited to try it. She has a lot of designers who give her the okay to create like packs like what pre-printed things that are you can just cut out. So I thought that was cool. Um, she has like this one. This will be example of the Andrew wallet, like the 3 prints you would get. So I thought that was pretty cool. Makes your life a little bit easier. Yeah, you could try to look for different tape dispenser holders to see if maybe you could find something that is that size. It's hard for me to think that there's nothing out there that holds tape, like bigger tapes. Good morning, Gloria. Yeah, I used to think I would use 1/4 of an inch, but recently it's just like my 1/8 just disappears because I use it so much. See, that's good to know. There's lots of make. Let's see. Which one? Which one? The Andrew wallet? Oh, I'm not too sure what the name's for, but if it's sad, I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for that. Um, yeah. I didn't I just seen it recently, so I thought it was that's the one with the Velcro, like the bifold, right? Or trifold? Yeah. Suicide, yes, that's correct. Take your time, Shannon. Do you make sure it's to your liking. And like I know your brain works like you got to like feel 100% before you can release it out to the public. So do what's best. Okay. Oh, cuz Oceanside. Yes. 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 When I first met Amanda, she said her name, I just stared at her blankly. Like, and you have to understand, I'm from the OC, so I know I'm very familiar with Oceanside and that whole area. So I was just staring at her, and that's why she did it. Her name is very shocking. Um, every time I have to I have to always bring it back. She knows it too. We talked about it when we did a video together, a live, and I was like, "Yeah, I was totally thrown off by your name because it hurt a little bit." She's like, "It's not that. It's just a play off of Oceanside," and I'm like, "Yeah," but like you don't know that until you know that. So yeah. So it's but she has like a lot of different pattern hacks. I put the pattern hack to a square bottom H2O, which is pretty cool. To be honest with you, I think I like the kit has everything that you need in it. So I'm all for you really super inclusive kits. Um, I was coming to her because I was trying to see what else I wanted to put inside um my class kit because I did jelly in the inside of this one. I don't really recommend jelly for a lining. I mean, it wasn't that bad. We had a few choice words, and then he came around. So there was that. She's super sweet. Yeah, she's a kind person. I want to Wizard Retreat 2024. That is like literally on my little board in my room. That's happening. I'm going to make that happen. Because you guys' retreat is soon, right? Is it this week or next weekend? I think that's such a cool retreat. Everyone that's been to it, like they just talk about how much fun they have had the 14th through the 17th. Yeah. See, that's kind of awesome. You guys got a little fun time, and all the videos always look like it's like hilarious and like just super fun and a bunch of people just sewing together. And plus there's all these really cool sewing quilt stores that are like not that far from you. I like watching those too when people go to these different quilt stores like on a downtime, and I'm like, this is so cool. I I don't know. I always like brick and mortars. Oh yeah. Yeah. They I'll be like, "Yes." What the what you have one iPod in your ear and you're just like like, that's amazing. I am so sleepy today. I think I was so excited when the kids came home from school and they were talking about what was going on in their school that I went to bed later than I normally did, and I'm just, like, dragging, and I'm not a fan of this coffee. This is 2 for 2 for bad coffees. I'm just throwing it tomorrow I'm just gonna make my own and call it a day. You live down that's a I mean, now you could put down, like, why should you be teaching at this function? 1, I'm a sick DJ. Like, fika. There's always that. Yeah, I can feel the rain. It is sticky. It is, like, super sticky outside, and I'm like, "The rain's gonna come." I just hope it comes before or after the little ones come home from school, and they're probably gonna kill me for saying little ones. I, like, was like, hovering over the window above on the 2nd story just to see if I could see them because we're like, "Yeah, mom, we don't need you to walk us to school, pick us up from school." And I'm like, "Okay." Like, in the window. I was, "Yay, why are you downstairs? You're fully dressed with the car keys." I was like, "Oh, just in case you needed me. We're fine, mom." A little part of my soul broke yesterday, just so you guys know. You know what? I don't. Everyone I don't. I know everyone tells me I need to get one, but no, I do not have a PO box. And if you really got a full idea of what Kindle did, you'll be like, "Shanova, what are you doing?" Okay, I didn't get the pumpkin cold brew. This was supposed to be the apple crisp with caramel, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's gonna be like a candy apple." It is, tart. It is like a green apple had given birth with a Sour Patch Kid, and it is so sour that your eyeballs wanna poke out. Just Oh, yeah. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain here. It's gonna be nice. I know. So Terry, I'm not like, I don't wanna even hear that. I'm like, "No, I wanna pick you up. We can have fun." And they're like, "No, you do embarrassing things." I'm like, "That's thank you, kids." Okay. I mean, I would try, I think if you're in bag baddies. Why do I have the hardest time with that? Ray group, she sells only gold hardware, so that's a place. Um I do you think I've never bought from her, but her quality looks really pretty on her bags, and I haven't heard anything negative, so I that's a thumbs up. I do get a lot of my gold from Emmeline because it's a different gold. I can't explain. There's so many different colors of the gold plating, and I don't know, it doesn't look like an antique brass gold. It's more like a true, like, cool tone blue gold color. Um, 3 minutes to stitch. I don't know, does, and oh, yeah, Sarah Lawson carries gold, so Sweetness, and her gold's really pretty too. It's, cool colors. Yeah, I know. So it's my right as your mom to come and pick you up. It's my right to embarrass you. It's like your rite of passage. Yeah, when it starts getting cold, "Oh, we wanna once you pick us up." I'm gonna be like, "Remember the beginning of the school year when you said no?" I'll still pick them up. They're my babies. But yeah, I was like helicoptering over the thing. Like the thing is the whole county school out here, they just did a time shift. So like before, Hope had to be at school at 7:45 and she got out at 2:50. Now they're at school at 8:45 and they get out at 3:25. I don't know how that worked out like that, but it is what it is. So as soon as 2:15 hit, I was like, they're almost home. I was like, Kendall, they get off at 2:50, right? Kendall was like not paying attention at this point. And then I had to go onto the website to realize that they get out at 3:25. It was it was a long day yesterday. So, yeah, then I would, try have you tried So Sweetness? She does have gold too. It's, it's bright. You're not gonna find unfortunately, no matter we have a lot of bag designers, a lot of bag hardware things, there are none of the gold's ever gonna match the other person's because it depends on who's plating it, what their current consistency is. Gold to me is kind of like iridescent. I just have never seen them being plated consistently because there's different variations of color of gold versus like matte black and black. They're try and true, but gold is a very difficult one to try to match with another um, distributor. You need to get the whole thing from them because if they get it done a second time and it's a different plating, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, you can always when I think she put out when she's gonna have retail too. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, you could always try to see if she has some in retail. Yeah, I would some do like I know So Sweetness does. Um I know Emmeline Bags has it. Fireweed Stitch has it. So, like, you might wanna try to be like, figure out what gold colorway you like the best from whatever, and just stick to that one person when it comes down to any gold hardware. Because there unfortunately, there's not much they can do. They all come from different manufacturers and different platings. It's just impossible to get it to match, like, across the board, unfortunately. So, yeah, that definitely do that. Like, I do the same thing with rainbow. Some people's iridescent has more blues and greens, and then some is more purples and blues. You just gotta roll with it. Unfortunately, that's the breaks. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm, like, looking at my helping hands to see if my edge paint has done. So yours does have gold hardware too, and she's hers is pretty hers is a little bit warmer undertones, and I like it too. You it just what I suggest you to do is maybe get a cardstock, and then on any extra hardware you have from that person in that colorway, tape it and put, like, "This is so yours. This is, 3 minutes to stitch. This person," and have, like, a card so that way you can have an idea of, like, when you're making a bag, do I want, like, a warm undertone, a bluish undertone, go from there. I'm just gonna be making the Dunkin' bag with, Patreon, and I am going to be filming a tutorial for a, slip pocket that is a different way of making a slip pocket, and I think a dog leash and collar, if I can get that one done today. A dog leash and collar set. I will be really excited if I can get these 2 things done 3 things done today. I have a huge list. My list is, like, really long. So, yeah, that will be Friday's video. So, that's probably it. Then it's really cool. I have to try to give my she's not a puppy. She's, like, gonna be 9, but, I'm gonna get her to take pictures of her little dog leash and her collar. Yeah, oh yeah, just definitely put your, I put I try to put remember it's really hard for me to remember where I got all my hardware from, so I, like, try to put notes inside the drawers for each individual thing, like, okay, these D-rings are from these flat D-rings are from So Sweetness, or, these rounded ones are from Emmeline Bags, or this one comes from, Mormino, so, like, you could just have some kinda card of recollection for yourself. No, I don't have any time to knit a sweater for my dog. You know this more than anyone else. No, I just wanted to give something fun to do that you can use within your stash and have your dog looking pretty fly. So I'm gonna be doing one for it's a fast tutorial too. Once you do it, then you're gonna be it's a fast tutorial. So I'm going to have the leash and everything. I think I wanna get that filmed today after. If I can get these things filmed, I will be really, really excited and happy, and I can go from there. Just from So Many Creation does have gold too. There's so many wonderful, hardware people that deal. Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, I'll go over the sizes, and depending on the dog, you should be able to possibly find something, because the pattern that I'm using, the person had it on a small Chihuahua, so yes, yes. This is what I'm gonna be doing a salad tomato one, and it's pretty fun, because we get to use some of their hardware in the video, and they have kits that you could purchase. So that is gonna be this Friday's video, and I'm really excited. It was supposed to be last Friday's, but I just could not film. Like, I sound, like, raspy now, but last week, woo, it was my voice was going in and out nonstop. Yes, I know, they have really good supplies. I actually like going for them for backpack supplies because they have very strict, like, sturdy webbing, and it comes in a array of different colors. So and they have really good hardware actually too, if I'm in a pinch and I'm making something. So, yeah, I had some requests for a dog leash, and I was like, "Why not? That's a little bit more fun. Let's have some fun." Mm. Yeah, there's a the issue is just the plating. Unfortunately, like, you could there there's, like, antique nickel now, there's different shades of nickel, so it just you once you find a company that you like their hardware for that particular colorway, just stick with them because it's gonna be very hard to mix and match, to I've never came across 2, hardware companies having the same exact plating. There's always been a little things off. Even when, like, I go get rivets, because one of my places I get rivets a lot, if I'm not getting it from Inline Bags, I usually get it from Springfield or District Leather or, like, any leather company, Buckle Guy, and their plating for their rivets are different colors than the plating that we see in our hardware world. So it's kinda hard. It's difficult. So once you find it, make notes, cards, do whatever you gotta do so that you can remember. Just like the antique brass rivets from Wawa is completely different from Emmeline's. Like, if I put them side by side, you're gonna be like, "What?" I didn't notice. I had no idea that it was a thing. So, I'm hoping on the first, I'm going to be able to do the review for, the buckle guy. I have some more attachments, like, I'm gonna show you how he has riveted purse feet, as well as tubular rivets with caps and without caps. So, I can't wait to show you that. I really like that. I've been waiting, I didn't wanna do a video on it, and I only had it, like, a month. I've had it for quite some time now, and it is really, 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 um one of my favorite, wallets to not wallets, my one favorite tool I use in my workroom. Yeah, New Moxie does too, but I don't think New Moxie actually has gold. She has, like, every color other than gold. And there's a reason, a lot of people just like some, uh, hardware makers refuse to do rainbow because the variance of the plating can look so different from one batch to a next, and gold's like that. The one for this coming up for this one, no, I was not a bag of the month one for Janelle's. I haven't even seen it yet, to be honest with you. I should see it today or within today. Yeah, it just the consistencies gold is I mean, they give you a warning on gold, even on MLM bags that it may change throughout the colors, so it's kinda hard. Um, Again, like I said, I will look at fireweed stitch or, like 3 minutes to 2 minutes to stitch, 2 and 2 minutes, they're on they're Ohio, hardware. There's, like, a lot of different hardware companies. So and or even look at to see if Wowak has what you want. I didn't have an issue with their snaps or their, I haven't had any issue with their thing. It just looks really flimsy. I can't explain it. It looks flimsy, but when I mess around and play with it, and I had, had a dog leash on one of them, and it stayed. It didn't buckle, it didn't bend, it didn't bow in or out, but it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look really, there you go, 2 minutes to stitch. They also have, interfacing. Um, they also have they're like one of the original, places where you could buy bag kits from, like, they've been if they go far as back as possible in, Bag of the Month where they would hold the kits, and they hold kits for, like, Blue Cala, all of that, so that it's a pretty good she has a good turnaround time. She's not super fast, but she is a good turnaround time, and her hardware is, like, completely solid, it's good stuff. It does look flimsy, but I did do it with a 120-pound, at that time, he's way more now, dog versus a 60-pound dog, and they were playing tug. It's like I say dog, and that's what happens, Roxy starts talking. Um, I did it with 2 different things, and they were, like, wrestling around, and nothing came out. I thought for sure something would have bowed, buckled, or, like, bent, and no, it didn't. They like to play they like to play tug of war, so that's one of my scrap tests is to give it to them. This is this one's gonna hurt because I can't waste it. I can't, like, dump it down the sink because that's like dumping down my money. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I need to do, if I need to add cream. It's, like, bitter and leaves a weird aftertaste in your mouth. I should have got a green matcha. I knew I should have got one. I was like, "No, no, no. Get your first fall drink because your first one yesterday sucked." But yes. So yeah, that's all I'm doing today. I'm hoping that I can get the cutout for As You Wish, but I do like this red velvet for Princess Buttercup. I'm going to be doing some really cool stuff to it. I wanted to play on how I love to cosplay, so my bag is going to feel like a cosplay bag. So I'm excited about that too. Mm, maybe it could very much be the COVID effects. I know, I know, but it's just okay, so, like, my grandmother was really strict, like, we couldn't leave the if we were eating dinner, like, Letha would get, like, on us if we didn't eat everything at the table or finish everything that we drink, so I think because of this as a child, I'm not blaming her, I'm not saying it's like you did it. I think that my mind automatically goes that you have to finish everything, you need to finish everything or you're being wasteful, and I know very much true, like, why drink something that you can't stand? Man, and it could be very much like Dalva said, it could be, the effects of COVID and taste buds. COVID sucks. And then there's an uprise every time I'm on Facebook, somebody's showing a positive test. I'm like, "Damn." I mean, the kids are going back to school, so, kids are disgusting. Kids are so gross, like, so gross. Hey, baby. It's like, we have to reprogram our brain for sure because 'cause you'd be like, "Letha said, I can't get off the table until I finish my drink." It could be the COVID. I know, I know. Yesterday when I was on there, like, 4 Facebook friends who live in 4 different parts of the world were like, "I tested positive for COVID yesterday." I'm like, "Damn, okay." Yeah. Yeah, the kids are good. They're all like I have Faith, who's a senior that's, like, somehow incorporates every single day that she's a senior in high school, so I know she's excited about that. I'm like, I could tell by the stretch marks on my stomach that you're a senior in high school, okay? Then you have, Hope that is going into this year. She wanted to have the emo feel, and so everything's black and chains and, like, tattoo chokers with across the chest and oversized black earrings and yeah, and then you have Kendall that is like I don't know, I think it's impossible for anyone to hate Kendall, like, seriously. He's the most interesting kid, like, people do not get along, and he's, like, trying to talk them to be at peace with one another, and then they both wanna be friends with him afterwards, and he's a very unique kid, like, I feel like he could have some definite cultish behavior with people in the future, but because they just like, "Yes, you're right, Kendall," and I'm like, "This is weird, no? Okay." So they're all doing their little thing, and they're just trying to get into the swing of it because, like, again, my kids' school, all of their homework is done via computer that they give to them. So they're making sure that their Wi-Fi is all connected over here and get everything set up. So that's basically what they're doing. Faith started her first job yesterday. She works at Smoothie King. So that and track and senior year, this is going to be a very, very intense year. She only has like 3 classes, so I know, I know. Somebody was telling me that they found out their daughter had it because she went to a birthday party. It was a back to school birthday party for like this really well affluent family, right? So they had cake, they all partied. The people kept coming back saying, is it food poisoning or anything else? It turned out this party that had like 1,000 people at this mansion, like every single last one of them got COVID. And I'm like, "That sucks." Like, and that's also including, like, the caterers and all that. So I'm like, "We're gonna be back to masking it 24/7." Yeah, I can see that. You're like, before I leave the house, can I get some wet pepper towels and some Saran wrap?" Just make a mummy case right there. Yeah. You hate avocados? That is super weird, okay? I think I would fight you over an avocado. Let's say there's some avocado slices, and we're all like eating at make your own burrito taco thing, and there was like 2 slices left, and then you went for them. We would have choice words as I shove them in my mouth. I love avocados. It's like, uh, in milk though. Why? 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 There's um no. I'm still part of the no COVID club, believe it or not. This was our first time getting it. We never had COVID before until this time. I had the same bragging rights up until like like a week and a half ago. We were like, "Yeah, no COVID." And it's not fun. At first I was like, "Oh, people, it's just gonna be like the flu." No. Every joint hurt in my body. That's why I call myself the Bengay baddie, because I was rubbing Bengay in me like I had like it was lotion. I didn't I didn't I didn't know what to do. So I became at night I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna have a T-shirt that says "Been Gay Baddie." It's gonna be a thing. Wait, oh my god, how are you guys not a fan of avocados? They're miracles. They are precious. I love ceviche. No, you're not alone. I love ceviche. I love it so much. Okay, Arnetta, team avocados. I'm just saying. I don't like okay, I like mustard in, like, when I'm brining something, but mustard itself, no. No. because when I was little, one of the pranks was someone squeezed a whole bottle of mustard in my mouth while I was open, and then closed my mouth so I can swallow it. So I don't do mustard. We played mean pranks, okay? No, I love avocados. I don't know what it is. They're so good, but you kn I like avocados and everything though. My favorite salad to eat though is like having cucumbers, avocados, and like some tomatoes and just a little bit of lemon and lime. I'll be your best friend. Uh, no. God, you guys ruined my avocado dreams, okay? Avocados and milk should not mate. Those 2 words should never be in the same sentence. That's just a very weird. Like that's like saying chocolate and chicken. Like, "Oh, crunch bar. Here's a Kit Kat and we're gonna use a chicken." What do you think you're gonna make? No. No. Uh, okay, I also like and I'm surprised I like it because my mom apparently was really big into putting food in my hair for deep conditioning, so, like, this is why I don't eat mayonnaise either. If you have mayonnaise in your hair so many times, then you smell it and you're like, "I'm good. I'm never gonna eat mayonnaise again." They also used to do avocado deep conditioning treatments. I would eat my hair, though. I'm not gonna lie. I was, like, 7. Don't judge me, okay? This is a safe space. A safe space. I know, but no, okay, no, okay. I didn't say mole sauce. I said Kit Kats. I give you very, very, very specific Kit Kat bar. You need to melt that down. Now make your chicken dish. Go. Kit Kats, not mole. Kit Kats. Yeah. Yeah. I know, okay, mayonnaise does work wonders on your hair, but now I can't eat it. I can't eat it. Anytime I smell it, it's like my eyes start to water and I start getting that weird salivation thing when you feel like you're gonna throw up. Because my mom would have me sitting outside, playing outside for hours, smelling like a salad. That's what I smell like. And then we'll shampoo and condition your hair saying, "Oh, you don't smell like a salad, but you smell it. You smell it. You smell that mayonnaise vinegary smell." Yeah, great for your hair. No denying that. But I don't because of how much food used to be put in my hair are like, yeah, I'm surprised I do like avocado or even olive oil because olive oil was in my hair for like everything. Oh, your scalp is itchy? Like, let me bless your whole head with olive oil. And you're just like, Mom, when I go to sleep, there's an olive oil indentation of my face print on my pillow, and it's good. Just change out your pillowcase. It's normal. I'm telling you, I'd look at mayonnaise in the fridge and I start literally shivering because it was like every weekend I was out there in the sun in San Pedro baking underneath the sun with avocado. And yeah, oh, you have nice long thick hair. Here's fun facts, kids. I've always had nice long thick hair. It has nothing to do with mayonnaise. Nothing. Nothing to do with it. Just it's my DNA. It's part of the genetics. Mayonnaise. Super gross. Now I can't eat it. People be like, "Ooh, look, I made potato salad." Like, does it have mayonnaise in it? And you know what the answer is gonna be. I can't do it. Mom ruined that. She ruined that for me, okay? I also kind of bombastic side-eye olive oil because you'd be like, "Oh, my hair is so itchy from the pull. I'm gonna use blessing olive oil all over your head." And you're like, "Why are you doing this to me?" Yeah, if you have lice, yeah, throw some mayonnaise in that person's head. It just is way better than the chemicals that they give you. And it's easier it has that slit so that you can put that comb from hell. That whoever made that comb, I get it. It gets all the little lices out. I've never had lice, but I remember when our school had like an infestation and they would bring like these chopstick thingies out and they would like go through your scalp. I've never had lice. I mean, knock on some mother wood. Okay. But it could be because my parents and my abuelita were like, "Let's throw olive oil in her hair." Maybe they were like, "Yeah, her hair is not habitable because she has tons of oils in her hair and mayonnaise." Maybe that's the reason why I didn't get lice as a kid. I guess that could be the what is it? The golden, "Oh," moment. Maybe that's why? Yeah, dude, just but that because of that, I can't. I also will get avocado treatments, but it didn't bug me. It's just something about mayonnaise. I don't know. Yeah, they would I no, mine would be the grocery bags. So, like, I swear to you to this day, because like, Hope didn't I did Hope's hair really cool. Like, I had all of her little twists are going to the side and all her hair's coming down on one angle. So she's about to take a shower. I'm like, "Bring me 2 grocery bags." She's like, "Oh my," and I'm tying up her hair before she takes a shower. So mine's is grocery bags, for deep conditioning treatments and shower caps. Yeah. Mm, Shinova has no boundaries. Yeah, man. No, olive oil. Okay, so I'm a guppy. I love to swim. My dad's a swimmer. I've always known how to swim. Swimming is fun. I love swimming. So during the summer, we wash our hair more. We would go out swimming with like leave-in conditioners or whatever. But because when you wash your hair more, curly hair has a longer time to get the oils from your scalps to the tips of your hair. So what my mom would do is put olive oil. And if we were acting especially bad, it would be the olive oil that got blessed. You think of that, what you know yeah, you heard me. Okay. And, put it in our hair, and it just it's not one of my favorite things to cook with because of that. I know what, like, avocado oil and olive oil smells like, and it's just I've always had it in my hair. Yeah, I'm really we never had lice. Mm, if I see mayonnaise in the refrigerator, I'm just, like, frozen. Like, damn. You know the part that's scary is my mom came and visit me now, and if I said, "Oh man, I have dry scalp" or whatever, I have a funny feeling I would be sitting in the vice grips that she calls her knees with getting olive oil and mayonnaise put in my hair and told to sit in the deck for an hour to cook. And I can't say no to her, she's my mom. That woman is so tiny, but so freakishly strong, like, she's like Hulk strength. She's terrifying. She's absolutely terrifying, and when I was little, I think the dimples and the dents in my head are her knee indentations from when she's telling me to stop moving my head. Yeah. No, she didn't wrap me up in aluminum foil with plastic bags, that was all the way. Oh, no. No. That's the food in your hair, that's definitely, it's a very American Black thing. It's a very American there's no. My abuelita had some things that she did, but it would be, like, weird treatments, like, things like, "Why is this in my hair?" So, apparently, that was the thing to do to put food and weird stuff in my hair. Yeah, very yeah. What? Wait, what, Listerine for lice? No, I've never even heard of that. Now I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Ooh, you heard us talk about you and you appeared. Amanda. Yeah, you'd be like, "No, you cannot share helmets. Do you do you wanna wear a plastic bag on your head when you do this? Do you want just ask them, "Do you wanna wear a plastic bag?" They'll say no, because nobody wants to have a plastic bag on their head out in public at all. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Yeah, coconut oil actually I get blisters. This is how another reason why they found out I'm allergic to coconut, and it wasn't just it's not only topical, I have to watch what's in soap bars and whatever because 'cause I'll get a rash or whatever, but, if I wash with things that have high coconut, One time I woke up in Kendall and I thought I had shingles again because the rash was all throughout my hair, and it just that product had a lot of coconut oil that was not in the description of ingredients. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, it sucks. And my hair is protein sensitive. Coconut oil is a protein, and I don't need a lot of protein. My hair's really, really strong, very, very thick, and, um the more stuff that you put that is protein enriched, the more my hair becomes to get like fragile, breaks off, or creates split in. Yeah, you don't even want to know because everyone always freaks out. Like, um, with like if I did come do your hair with me, you'll be like, what in the like I'm pretty fast now, but I just have a lot of hair, and then when I comb it all out and there's no actual curl, you're just like, "What in the Hades?" And I was told all my life, the older I get, the thinner I'll get, and it's just not the case for me, because it's not the case for my dad. My dad is in his 70s, and he has, like, a full head of hair. Now, is his hair has been as thick as mine? No. I'm the only one in my family that has hair like mine. But, yeah, no, it takes a process, and I go through a lot of hair products. But I refuse. I actually like getting, the oil of choice when I'm doing deep conditioning is almond oil. Oh my god, I love the way that stuff smells. Oh my god, yeah. I Okay, so my kids hate the girls hate VO5. I'll be like, "VO5 treatment time." Stick them under the dryer with a plastic bag. I swear to God, I don't ever have a shower cap. It's always, like, whatever plastic bag is available at the time. It's boop, just put it on them. And, yeah, VO5, I believe in, deep conditioning treatments. Both my girls have tons of hair, but I'm a firm believer in deep conditioning treatments. So VO5 is like my favorite to go to one because it's a relatively inexpensive to what compared to what other things are on the market, and it's been around longer than I've been alive. So I'm like, VO5, here we go. And they're like, I don't want to do this. And I'm like, you're gonna have to do it. And then Kendall's good. Kendall's a really good reinforcer. He'll be like, you didn't deep condition your hair last week. You're gonna be doing it this way. 45 minutes into the dryer. I'm like, Eric, high five, Kendall. He's really good at that. Oh no. I wasn't no, I wouldn't I'm weird about putting other people's hats on my head. I'm just I just I'm weird. 1, I have a big head, and then 2, I have a lot of hair. It takes a lot. Like, I have, like, 5 rubber bands in my head to get this back, and they're only on there one time. I can't wrap it around. There's this like, I can't do mayo. Like, whenever Faith puts it on her sandwich, I'm like, she's like, "Calm down, mom, calm down." That little comb, though, when I would see I seen one of my friends get it done, and she was, like, flipping around like she was on, like, The Exorcist. I was like, "What is going on?" And I was like they're like, "See these little bugs? They're in her hair." And I'm like, "Mom, why don't we have that?" And my mom was like, "Oh, because we put oils in our hair, and you have." Oh, I was like, "Oh, yeah, you mean like this olive oil that's dripping on the back of my neck?" Yay. I used to hate going into the pool, the first one, because my hair would be full of oil, and when you jump into the pool, like, whatever you have in your hair, gel or whatever, it, like, strips it all from the chlorine, and you can see, like, whatever chemical cloud. I would always go and wash my hair first and then jump in because when I would do it jump in first, it would be like a chemical cloud of, like, all the oils that I have had in my hair because of my mom. Yeah, it was cheap. It's cheap. It is, and it's very effective. It's cheap and effective. If you're a person that like egg shampoos are extremely good for your hair, especially if you're protein sensitive or whatever. It's really good. The yolk has been proven to go into bonds of your hair and help reconstruct it. It's a cheap and effective way. But if you had it done a lot as a kid and you're like smell sensitive, like I can't do I can't do it. I don't really even eat eggs. Kendall will tell you I won't eat eggs because of the smell. It just too much. My mom would have me out there almost every weekend playing around with a plastic like Kroger's bag on my head full of mayonnaise, and it's not fun. Smelling like mayo for the weekend. I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah, it's very common. I love jojoba oil. Oh my god. So I like almond oil, jojoba oil. Um, there is a one with the C, and I gotta get the name of it. There's this lady that I follow on YouTube, and her hair is like she's like the real life Rapunzel, and she only washes her hair a very specific way, and she only uses this one oil. So I went and got it one time, and I got it at Whole Foods. I forgot the name of the oil. I will remember tomorrow. Um, and I like the way it smells. It smells like flowers. I can't explain it. It smells really good, but it's so soothing to the scalp. Like, so if I have any scalp irritations or anything like that, that's my favorite one to use. But I use a lot of oil, and I use a lot of different oils. Tea tree oil in my conditioner or shampoo, yes. Open up that scalp pores. Ooh, allergic to eggs. That has to be harsh. There's so many things that have eggs in it too. Moroccan oil smells good. I love that. It's so thick though. So like I like pouring Moroccan oil in my hands and like trying to make it go back and forth because that it is like watching maple syrup move. It is very thick. Lavender oil smells is good too, but no, it's something with a C. I also use rosemary oil as well because it's actually really good for like hair health, but promotion of growth. And it actually helps with any scalp irritations. Like, so if you have eczema on your scalp or dry scalp, things like along those lines, it helps. It helps with that. I knew someone that used to make it. I don't know how to cold press anything, nor I don't think I can handle another hobby because if I get fully invested, and then I'm that person that when I'm fully invested, then I act like I know everything when I don't. Yeah, that's me. That's why I don't say I'm the gardener. Kendall's the gardener. Kendall does the gardening. I'll water a plant if I have to. That's about it. I think I even cut plants wrong when I'm trying to get their stuff. But yes, there's a couple different kind of cold presses. My favorite thing to do is to go into Whole Foods or like David's or something like a whole all natural all natural ingredient store and like dive into their shampoo and conditioning section because I'm always curious to see you know, what other stuff like marshmallow root does amazing in my hair. It helps with detangling and it's pretty cool. I think that's it, Melissa. I think that's it. It's I don't use a lot. It's really expensive. But yeah, she was talking about this is 2 or 3 years ago. She was saying that because her hair is so long that sometimes she gets like sore spots if she just lets her hair hang versus like bundling up and she'll get sore spots. And so she was reading in a lot of Victorian books about this oil that they would massage in the hair at night. Not only does it promote hair growth, but scalp health and help like healing, any dry patches or abrasions or whatnot. And so it is. Oh my God, marshmallow root for detangling. If you have your hair gets tangled, that's a game changer. That's seriously a game changer, and it leaves your hair really hydrated. Marshmallow root for life. Whoop whoop. Okay. And so if you also like where I can't get marshmallow root by myself, there is um a couple of hair product groups that just exclusively use that. But the reason why I also like going to, like I said, all natural stores because all natural hair products, there's a lot of like mom and pop ones that sell their products within that store. Like my favorite hair product is Uncle Funky Jesse. It is the funniest name. It's like a marshmallow root type thing. I literally wash my hair and I put this one product in, and my curls are popping for a week. So But it took time to figure out what worked for my hair because what works for my hair does not work for my daughters. So it's it's a never ending process. Yes, we do talk about weird stuff on my channel. I dig it. I know, I could write a whole thing, like, cause I get people asking me it's really funny, cause like, when I go to So Magical, the first thing I get is, "Oh my god, I love your bags. I know your bags when I do it," and then I'm like, smiling, like, "Oh my god, do you recognize my work?" And then the next thing I get, "What do you put in your hair? Your hair is so thick. How do you get that thickness?" And I'm like, "Well, that's just genetics on that." But sometimes it's not. My sister's hair is really thin, mine's is thick, so it just that's genetics. And then, or what kind of shampoo and conditioners do you use? Or, and like, it's like, I don't, what week did you see me? Like that. I write in a journal what I use because I try to use something different every other week just to see how my hair reacts that week with it. Um, so I get that a lot, a lot. Like I get a lot of hair questions asked when I go to these things. So I'm kind of surprised I actually haven't talked about hair on the channel. Yeah, oh my god, no. Shea butter good. I like, no, I don't I think everybody does have that thing where they think it's just one thing, but no, no. Um, it's interesting, just it's just a very interesting thing. You're gonna ask me about it, I know. I get people even ask me about my blow dryer when I would tell them because last year the last 2 years, it was the Shark blow dryer, then my Shark blow dryer just, like, died, and I literally almost had a panic attack because the Shark blow dryer has this thing where it had, like, these ions in it, and it was the first blow dryer I've ever had that I was able to fully dry my hair, like, curly with diffusing it in, like, 30 minutes, and that is a miracle for me because my hair likes to hold on to water like nobody's business. Um, so I was devastated when it died. Like, Kendall tried so hard, like, he got all these, like, cool little electronic things to try to help, like, bring it back to life, but yeah, it was dead. It was dead as a doornail. It was dead. Oh, no, 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 not castor oil, no. I have a thing with that one too because my grandmother, her all in being, "You have your stomach ache, castor oil. Your hair scalp is itchy, castor oil." Like, "Oh, you have a pimple? Put some castor oil on." I'm just no. No. No, 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 no. No castor oil. That was her, "Oh, you don't wanna be pregnant anymore? You're done with being pregnant? You're ready to have contractions?" "No, grandma." So, yeah, castor oil. Anywho, I'm gonna try to finish this or, like, doctor it up some, maybe add sugar, I don't know. Throw some cream in there. I use, I can use pretty much anything in my hair too, but I just have some preferences. I like the Suave products. I like the way they smell. I like the VO5 products for the same thing. My the best, strip your hair, like, Neutrogena cleanser clarifying one is, from, not VO5, yeah, VO5, yeah. Be brave. Alright, well, I hope all of you guys do really well. People on Patreon, I will be seeing you in a few hours, and get your stuff ready for the Dunkin'. Bye.